Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Carolina Panthers and our home team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Oh, nice move. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here.
Murray flips his forward on the jet sweep. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll try the left side. It's Waters. And he'll take this one down to the 36. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Play fake. Murray. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Up the middle they go. Waters. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target. And that's how he'll shred a defense.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Celtic Tigers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive. Wakefield. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. And that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
11 yards and a Panther first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Here we go, set.
Now a handoff inside, it's Jackson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Wakefield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jackson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Meanwhile, Murray's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field, and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Waters, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Panthers have recovered. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so it. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. On play action, it's Murray. On the out route, he finds Hardman. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And touchdown! Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the numbers here don't lie. According to the next-gen stats, he topped out at an even 22 miles an hour. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. Right where this setup down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Dances by him. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Waters, and some room to work. And all the way in for the touchdown. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Carolina. 62 yards. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Wakefield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. Wait a second. They declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now it's Murray. Rolling to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. Kuru knocks this one through the post, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing. This is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Murray now. And he's He's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Brandon Smith with a nice rush to get him down. So they bring out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Operating from the gun, Wakefield. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Right back to him on first down. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. With his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Celtic Tigers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw on second down, Wakefield. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. First target, first catch, and a first down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got an open man. It's McLeod.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Fourteen-yard line, 2nd and 11.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Waters, and he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
123 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Murray's throw into the hands here of Hardman. Mecole Hardman, touchdown!
Mecole Hardman with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Celtic Tigers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely creating more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20 year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shut out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear.